symbolic constant in C. Symbolic constant is a name given to some numeric constant or character constant or string constant hence therefore symbolic constant allows a name to appear in place of numeric constant that is again in place of this numeric constant or character constant or string constant. Okay, so this is what symbolic constant allow. We can define a symbolic constant by using syntax define name text, where a name is equal to symbolic represent a symbolic name. This represent a symbolic name and always do remember we can typically we use uppercase letter to define the symbolic name, and the text represent the sequence of character, that is text represent sequence of character. Okay, that is text represent either numeric constant or string constant or character constant. For example, suppose we want to determine the area of circle or say circumference of a circle. We know that the area is equal to pi r square of the circle and circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r. So instead of pi, here we are going to use symbolic constant, that is, and with symbolic constant is defined. Okay, they can be defined before to at the start of the given program. So here suppose if we write say include stdio.h, include stdio.h, include conio.h, again now define here, define pi is equal to 3.1415. okay, so now instead of pi we are going to use the symbolic name, that is pi here. Okay, so now void main, now enter your radius, say float r, we are going to use r for a radius, then area, we are use area and circumference. So now if we enter the given r, say then we are going to using area is equal to say pi into r and circumference of the given circle is equal to 2 into pi into r. So to calculate the area and circumference, okay, we use here symbolic constant pi, where pi represent the numeric constant 3.14. What pi represent 3.14. So now we are going to write a C program here. Include stdio.h, include conio.h, now define a symbolic constant. Say hash define pi equal to 3.1415, then void main, then float, say here float radius, then area. We are going to store area in variable area, and circumference, okay. We use this variable to store circumference of a circle. So now clear the previous output. Now enter. We are going to display the message, printf, enter the radius of circle. Radius of circle, then scanf %f and r. So now area equal to pi, so pi r square. So we are going to use symbolic constant here, pi into r, okay. And for circumference we are going to use 2 pi r. So it is 2 pi into r, okay. So again here instead of value of pi, we use the symbolic constant pi. Now printf area is equal to area of circle is equal to %f, say area, and printf circumference, use the slash new line, okay. Circumference of circle equal to %f circle. So now get ch, so now if we compile this, there are 2 errors, statement missing semicolon here, 1 error here, also missing semicolon. Now there are 0 error. So now if you run this, enter the radius of the circle, say 2, then area of circle is, something went wrong, so here I want to write %f. Now if you run here and if you enter 2, you can check the area of the circle is 12.56 and circumference of a circle is 12.56. If we run one more time, say it is say 3.5, then you can check the area of the circle is 38.48 and circumference of a circle is 21.9904. So here. So you hope you understood. If we run one more times, see here, say 3 or 4.2, 4.3. okay, so you can check here, area of the circle is 58.086342 and circumference of the circle is 27.016901. so this way you can define a symbolic constant. If you change the name of the symbolic constant, instead of pi, if you write here say or say pi, pi, okay, then here you have to also change your name, so pi, okay, pi. So here also you have to change your name, pi. So this is symbolic constant is the name given to numeric constant or character constant. So now if you run one more times, here no error, and if you enter 5.5, it gives you area of the circle and circumference of the circle. So this is the symbolic constant. This symbolic constant represents the numeric constant. Also you can use a sequence of character also for a symbolic constant. For example, instead of this, if you say here, say it is equal to, or I am okay. So now if you define, say here, include std, include std, include new.h void main, or define here symbolic constant hash define name is equal to say friend, and friend. Okay, so now here we want to define a string here for symbolic constant. So we are going to define here, say define name is equal to, or friend is equal to, so instead of here friend is equal to say dada, dada, okay, and if you void main, say here enter, okay, and if you display here print, say clear the previous output, CLR, and if you define here print app percent yes, okay, and friend great ch. So now if you compile, there is no error, and if you run, you will get the output is what, dada. So the friend, this is symbolic constant. We use this symbolic constant for to represent a string constant. Okay, so here we print friend, but what the friend represent? It represent dada. So this is what about the symbolic constant. Thank you.